You're Willie Loomis, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the staging here and the lighting with this excellent shadow off the sheriff, and he's framed in the doorway there. Loomis with his back to us like he's the gunslinger facing off against the law. Man, Dark Shadows does it right sometimes, y'all.
Dark Shadows.
Well, hello there, and welcome to my watch of the original supernatural soap opera, Dark Shadows. I am your host, Joel Sharpton, and I'm one half of the Articulate Coven. We've got a great little podcast about Anne Rice, the Immortal Universe, her adaptations of the Vampire Chronicles and the Lives of the Mayfair Witches especially, but we talk about all sorts of stuff over there. This, however, though, is my first watch through of this great soap opera. We're just getting to the good parts, if I can say so. And I know that there are many of you that have discovered my watch recently. Now that we've gotten to these parts, I hope a lot of you go back and watch those first couple of 100 episodes if you haven't before, because genuinely there is a lot of really good stuff there. No matter where you have jumped on, I do want to tell you, if you're watching these on YouTube, you can get them early, ad-free, more often at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. All right, here we go. Let's get into episode 237 of Dark Shadows.
Good morning, Vicky.
Morning.
Well, the phone has been ringing with a very persistent jingle all morning. What's going on?
Maggie Evans has disappeared.
Disappeared? Now, what does that mean?
Means that she was taken to the hospital in very critical condition last night. The nurse left her alone in the room for a minute, and when she came back, Maggie was gone.
You mean to say that she gotten up out of a sick bed and then just walked out?
No one knows. There's a possibility that someone took her out.
Oh, well, now you better check your facts before you go around making accusations, you know. Well, it's quite...
Okay, first of all, Jason, nobody accused anybody of anything. Whoever spelt it dealt it, right? Jason McGuire's the guiltiest face in all of Collinsport. Why are you... mind your business, Jason.
Possible that she just walked out.
I don't think so. The reason that the nurse left the room was to call the doctor. Because Maggie Evans seemed to be dead.
The show there doing an excellent job of making sure that we connect the dots. Do you all remember? Do you all remember who probably killed Maggie? Do you remember who probably took Maggie? Do you remember where Maggie ended up at the end of last episode? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Even with Jason McGuire's presence, I'll give that one thumbs up. That's a decent cold open, I suppose.
Dead? No. What does that mean?
Oh my God, do you just hand him a dictionary?
And when they returned, Maggie was gone.
Now, I find that hard to believe.
It's true.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to be confined in that hospital.
Burke, Sheriff.
Hi, Vicky.
Have you found Maggie?
Not yet, I'm sorry to say.
Please, come in.
Good to have the sheriff back. Been a hot minute since he's been on. And we like this actor a great deal. Somebody pointed out in the comments recently on YouTube, he's MacGyver's boss eventually. I don't know if I'd ever mentioned that on the show previously, but yes, he absolutely is. That's how I remember this actor.
Mr. McGuire, would you be good enough to join us?
Well, now, I was actually on my way to work.
I think it might be a good idea if you heard this.
Of course. Naturally, I'm concerned about Maggie Evans. Poor thing.
Please sit down.
Jason's like, the popo means it's time for me to go.
She was left alone for less than a minute.
I understand that her window was open.
Yes, and that's one of the most discouraging aspects of this case. Naturally, we thought there would be a trail leading from that window, so we got the bloodhounds to come over. And, well, they sniffed and sniffed, but they couldn't seem to pick up any scent at all. They just ran in circles. One of the men who was handling the dog said he'd Well, he'd never seen them act quite like that before. Some of them were even shaking, as though they were afraid of something.
Yeah, nothing foreboding there, huh? I mean, does anybody mention to these dog handlers or the sheriff, hey, there's been a rash of dogs howling around town seemingly constantly lately?
Did you have any conversations at all with anyone before it?
Yes, I did. Willie Loomis came by the cottage.
Oh, yes, Burke told me. Well, was his behavior unusual in any way?
Well, he's always a little bit odd. He came by with a message from Mr. Evans. And when I told him that Maggie had disappeared, he did become very disturbed.
Tell me, how long after Loomis left did you get the call?
About 10 minutes.
Now, think carefully, Vicky. Could the voice on that phone have possibly been that of Willie Loomis?
I couldn't say, one way or the other.
I see.
So, I mean, it's possible then. Surely Vicky's thought that, though. Like, I'm still a little confused because in the last episode they brought up that Vicky had suggested that she thought it might be Willie, where she'd never mentioned that before in the show. I'm fairly certain. Here, I mean, that's a good chain of connected events, and then Vicky's like, no, how could I possibly know? Weird.
I think it just may be time to have a little heart-to-heart with Willie Loomis.
So what did you want Jason to hear all of that for? Other than the fact that he knows Willie Loomis. I mean, unless there's more of this and you're going to interrogate Jason a little bit as well. I'm not sure why you let him in on all of that info. I mean, the show wants him to know all of that so he could do something about it.
I'm sure you checked me out at the same time as Willie Loomis.
Just the routine, strangers in town kind of thing, that's all.
Did you find anything?
No, you seem to be clean.
Oh, I am, Sheriff. That I am.
Just a routine question, Mr. McGuire. Do you have any information that might be helpful in this case?
I wish I did, Sheriff. I really wish I did.
I don't have much patience with people who withhold information.
Oh, no, neither do I.
Well, it's been nice talking to you.
Yes, it has been pleasant, hasn't it?
Well, let's hope it stays that way. I'm going to go down to the old house now and introduce myself to your friend Willie.
Well, I hope you two get along as well as we have.
I hope so.
Okay. So the sheriff did end up sort of getting a few questions in for Jason, but he didn't seem to really intend to. It was like Jason followed him out. Very strange. I don't know that we're going to see Willie because I'm assuming this is daytime now, and I think Willie might be sleeping. Who knows? Let's see. But I do want to mention here, this was back on episode 219. J2299 said, J2299, by the way, had mentioned, how did you put it? That you're fine with the change for Willie Loomis, but you think the original Willie Loomis had more menace, that this Willie Loomis is kind of a ham. Carlin has talent, undisputably, but if I had to encounter a Willie with a switchblade in a dark alley, I'd actually fear Halls while smashing Carlin's Willie into dust. I don't know. I guess I would be afraid of Hall. I wasn't afraid of Hall, though. I didn't find him scary. I just found him loathsome. Ugh.
There's one thing that disturbs me more than anything else.
What's that?
It's what the nurse said. That Maggie was dead.
Vicky, don't jump to conclusions. I'm going to go talk to that doctor right now. You want to come along?
Yes, I would like that.
He can clear it up for us. In all probability, the nurse made a mistake.
Did she? Did she really?
I mean, the doctor can't clear it up for you. Oh, we're going to the old house. Maybe we will see Willie, I guess. The doctor can't clear it up for you because he doesn't have the body. He never investigated the body. He didn't see the body. He saw that she was in bad way, but she wasn't so near to death when he left. But at the same time, he's got no reason to refute the nurses. I mean, unless the nurse is just a hack, in which case my guess is he wouldn't have left her with the body alone. And portrait's coming along nicely. Somebody, this is pretty recent here. Let me jump in here. Somebody asked, first of all, Holly Van Wy says, watching these last few episodes, Holly commented on 223, watching these last few episodes, I can see why Dark Shadows ratings picked up dramatically at about this time. Great storylines. Pace has really quickened. It really has, quite a lot. All right, where is it? John Henson on YouTube on episode 222 said, I wonder if Jonathan Frid was allowed to keep the two portraits of himself when the show ended. And the words after sundown might seem suspicious to some. Holly Van Wy says, I think I can answer part of that question. Back in the mid-'80s, I attended a New York City Dark Shadows con, and afterwards Jonathan Frid invited a group of us fans to a private reading at his home in Gramercy Square. He was rehearsing his one-man show, Fools and Fiends, for an on-the-road tour he meant to take and wanted our input. While inside Mr. Frid's apartment, we all noticed the portrait that Sam Evans painted of Barnabas back in '67. So he did get to keep that one at least. Don't know what happened to the other portrait, though. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, John Henson, for bringing up those questions. Excellent insights. Y'all, I love this little community around Dark Shadows that we are creating here. And I love that I am slowly, as I get to watch more of the show, getting to dip my toe into some of the broader Dark Shadows communities online. I am not active in most of those because you all are talking about the whole thing. And I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I don't want to be spoiled.
Loomis?
Good commercial break. Excellent commercial break.
You're Willie Loomis, aren't you?
Yeah,
Oh, look at the staging here and the lighting with this excellent shadow off the sheriff, and he's framed in the doorway there. Loomis with his back to us like he's the gunslinger facing off against the law. Man, Dark Shadows does it right sometimes, y'all.
That night you went over to the Evans house. You had a conversation with Miss Winters in which she told you that Miss Evans was missing.
yeah, that's right.
Yes, and she said that you seemed very disturbed when she told you that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was worried about her. I mean, she's a nice girl, and I hope she was all right.
What did you do when you left the Evans house?
Well, I came back up here. Now, Mr. Evans will tell you that.
Did you make any phone calls?
There's no phone here.
I asked you if you made any phone calls at all.
No.
You didn't call the Evans house again and have another conversation with Miss Winters?
No?
You didn't tell her that Miss Evans was in the cemetery?
Did she tell you I did?
I'm asking you.
Well, I didn't, honest.
Loomis,
Boy, okay, I was just about to say that Willie was doing a good job of maintaining his cool with this interrogation here until that. Did she say I did? And that was a big foul up there.
you listen to me. If you have any information about this case, you better come out with it right now.
I don't. I swear I don't.
Your police record is sitting on my desk, Loomis. A lot of strange things have happened in this town since you came into it. Now, I'm warning you. I'm going to watch you like a hawk. And if you step out of line, I'm going to send you back to prison to do hard time. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And if that girl turns up dead, I'm going to book you on suspicion.
I mean, the sheriff swinging the law there at him, but really, there's not much that he could do, I would think, at this point, without a body, without any way to, like, just suspecting he made the phone call and knew about it isn't much, even as nervous as Willie was acting at the end there.
She's a nurse that I trust and I depend on. She states emphatically that as far as she could tell, Maggie Evans was dead.
Late transition cue or not, I mean, that's pretty definitive to me. The doctor believes it anyway. The doctor believes his nurse, and you should believe women, especially professional women.
Maggie went into shock. And after that she went into what we would call a catatonic seizure, which would have produced all of the external appearances of death. Now, you put that together with Maggie's recent history of sleepwalking, and it's quite possible to hope that she's still alive and operating under her own power, if not completely under her own control.
Now, if that's true, she's got to be found before she comes to more harm.
Dave, have you ever had a case like this before or heard of a case?
I have not. Never even heard of one.
What next, then?
Well, I'm expecting the lab reports on those blood tests I took the other night. They ought to tell us something. And I've contacted some of my associates to see if any of them have ever had any experience with this sort of case.
Well, there is a case very much like this right here in town, Willie Loomis.
Well, his condition did vaguely resemble this, Vicky, but was never by any means as far advanced.
I mean, that you don't know that that's true, Doc. That you only believe that to be true because nobody cared about Willie Loomis and people missed Maggie when she disappeared. People vaguely missed Willie when he disappeared, but that was just because they were suspicious, assuming that he had run off and done some other crime.
Matter of fact, it seems to me he recovered. Well, anyway, I never got a chance to follow up on it. You know, Burke, it mightn't be a bad idea to get him in here and let me have a look at him. It might be helpful.
But you let me know when you want him. I'll make sure that he gets here.
Still want...
I mean, I guess 67 was probably pre-HIPAA laws, but also, like, you can't compel him to come in and get a checkup from the doctor to figure out what might be happening to Maggie. I don't believe that's going to work for you.
One aspect of this business, though, that has me completely baffled. And I have a feeling it's a key to the whole affair. So far, though, I haven't been able to find a trace of anything like it in my research.
What is it?
Those puncture wounds on Maggie's throat. What do they mean?
I mean, I guess the sheriff left, but for a minute there, I was like, what's he doing with the hammer? What's Willie up to?
Jason.
Well, you remember me, huh? I want to have a little chat with you, Willie.
Well, I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I'm busy. I got a lot of things to do.
Are you closing the door on me, Willie?
He's trying to.
Talk to you now. I can't.
What are you trying to pull?
I'm just busy.
I have a great deal at stake here, and I'm not going to let you ruin it for me. Now, I want you to quit your job and move on.
I can't.
Oh, yes, you can, Willie, and you will. I'll see to it.
Look, Jason, I want you to get out of here now. I don't want to talk to you or see you anymore.
Well, I feel exactly the same way about you, Willie, but we have some unfinished business to take care of.
Come on now, get going.
Willie, don't get pushy with me.
Come on.
You know I have a good mind to fix you good.
I told you to get out.
Are you raising that hammer at me?
Jason, you get out of here and never come back.
No. That's just a start, Willie.
Okay, first off, We were sold a bill of goods that Willie was the muscle. Jason was the brains of the operation. Willie was the muscle. I always said our first Willie didn't look the part. This Willie is at least a little bit bigger guy. But secondly, I don't believe Barnabas is gonna respond very well to you beating his podna there. Actually, that's his job, Jason.
A sample of what you're going to get if you don't clear out of here. Now, you're going to do exactly as I tell you. Because if you don't, I'm prepared to go all the way, Willie. I'll go all the way, my boy. And you know that I will.
Oh, there's no way we're going to get Jason eaten this early, are we? I couldn't be so lucky. Well, at least we're going to get him good and scared. That'll be the episode's end. Yes, okay. Very good episode, I would say, in the end. And also, J2299, here you are totally right. We had Willie, we had the sheriff, we had Jason, we had Burke, we had Vicky, and the sheriff. Did I count the sheriff twice already? We had 6 characters for sure in that one at least. Yeah. I don't know. I got to stop counting the characters now, I guess, because really we are doing it on a regular basis, going more than just the 5. That must have just been in those first couple of 100 episodes. How quickly are we going to get rid of Jason? I don't think he's going away that soon. I haven't looked ahead, so I don't know whether he fades out. I genuinely am trying my best to stay spoiler-free, which, by the way, when you're giving me feedback, if you can, please don't drop any spoilers for me. Those of you that have already watched this whole thing once upon a time completely. I don't think Jason's going to get eaten in the next episode, but it would be great if he got injured or humbled in some way, for sure. All right, stay tuned and come back soon. I'll have 238 for you in just a little while. More often, early, ad-free, all that stuff at articulatecoven.com/join. If you're watching these on YouTube, go to articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. I'll be right back with episode 238 of Dark Shadows.